So as we move into our time of meditation this morning, I ask you to think about the word gratitude and to just allow yourself to feel gratitude as we go through the meditation together this morning. So if I could just ask you now to just gently close your eyes and to begin to relax in your seat, or perhaps if you're laying on the floor at home, just become comfortable. Just gently inhaling nice, clean air and just allowing it to enliven every cell of your body. And to just gently relax upon the exhale, allowing yourself to relax deeper upon every exhale. Starting to bring gratitude into your awareness and into your consciousness. Allowing yourself to visualize the word or to feel the feelings of gratitude. And now I invite you to just notice what you begin to feel with your skin. Perhaps it's the texture of the clothing you wear that keeps you warm and comfortable. The skin that protects the organs of your body. Gratitude for the delightful sensations of your skin that allow you to feel the warmth, the electricity in your heart when you perhaps hug another person. Gratitude for the skin that lets you feel the texture of the sand at the beach or the breeze of the cool mountain air. There's gratitude to your skin and to your body for helping you to feel the presence of life. Now I invite you to take a deep breath and to notice how this breath makes you feel within your heart space. Taking another deep breath and connecting to that feeling of expansion in your chest as you allow yourself to truly savor the full spectrum of your senses. Sitting in this moment of gratitude. Now I ask you to bring to mind someone or something, perhaps a pet or something that you love, someone that you love. Visualizing this person or this object sitting in front of you. If it's a person, visualize them smiling at you, and through your heart space, send them gratitude for being in your life. Next, I ask you to recall a teacher or a mentor that's in your life, or someone that was in your life at one point. Someone who helped show you the way. Someone who helped teach you what love truly is. Thanking them with your heart for teaching you on this journey. Beginning to send love and gratitude to every single person you've encountered so far today. Thanking them for making your life more interesting and richer. And as we prepare to move into our moment of silence today, I invite you to just allow yourself to continue to feel the gratitude for the people that are currently in your life, the people who have been in your life, your beloved pets, all of those things that you feel gratitude for. Just allow it to wash over you and to move through you as we move into our moment of silence. Now I invite you to take another deep breath and to connect back to this moment. Perhaps even gently opening your eyes and looking around you to offer your gratitude for everything in your presence in this moment right now that is holding this sacred space along with you. Gratitude to the silence, the calm, the life, the love, the joy, and everything in between. We show our gratitude and we are grateful. So I invite you now to take a final deep breath and to just allow yourself to smile. Bringing your hands to your heart space and just sealing this meditation with this gesture of respect and devotion. Setting the intention to bring this gratitude forward into your day and into your week. And so it is. Namaste. All right, so how is everybody this morning? We're what? Breathing? Well, that's a good thing. I mean, that's always a good thing. Breath is the key to life. Breath is the key to life. All right, so anybody that may be here this morning, I think I have probably met everyone in here, but for anybody tuning in online this morning for perhaps the first time, my name is Reverend Evin Wilkins, and we are delighted to have you join us this morning for our Sunday message. So last week, we launched a series on Don Miguel Ruiz's book called The Mastery of Love. Now, if you've heard of him before, you're probably really familiar with the book Four Agreements. That's probably one of his most popular ones that you've probably heard a lot about. And it's a great book, but his work definitely does not stop there. So if you've never read The Mastery of Love, I encourage you to grab yourself a copy if you haven't already. Because, it's been out a while. It's not a brand new book, but it's been out a while, but it's still a really great read, and it's full of so much useful information, especially around love, as is evident by the title. But it also delves into fear and how it affects so many aspects of our lives. So it's just a really good book if you've never read it. Now, he starts off chapter 3 by telling a story. And I want to share that story with you today, but I'm not going to share it with you the way that Don Miguel Ruiz shares it with you. I'm going to tell the story, and I want to place you in the story as I go through it. So if you want, you can just sit back and close your eyes and relax and just kind of allow yourself to go along with it. You can open your eyes however you choose to do it. But I'm going to put you in a part of this story today. So the story begins. One day you find yourself just sitting on a park bench. You're enjoying maybe a nice warm cup of coffee or tea, whatever your beverage of choice is. You're sitting there and you're watching the sun rise. The weather is just perfect on this morning. It's not too hot, it's not too cold, it's just right. And you find yourself feeling pretty good this morning. You're feeling really good. And part of why you're feeling so good is that you have finally come to and accepted a realization. A realization of something that you know to be truth, finally. And that realization that truth is that there is no such thing as love. You don't believe in it because, it just does not exist. And you've often found that people are curious as to why you feel this way. They say, why don't you believe in love? So you decide to share it with them. You start off by saying, what most humans call love is nothing but a fear relationship that's based on control. And there's just no respect. Take most relationships between lovers, for instance. Most are like the relationship between an addict and the one who provides the addict with the drug of their personal choice, you tell people. The one who has the biggest need in the relationship is like the addict. The one who has the smallest need in the relationship is like the provider. The one who has the smallest need is the one who controls the whole relationship. You see, you go on to say, you can see this dynamic so clearly because usually in every relationship, there is one who loves the most and the other who loves the least, who only sometimes takes advantage of the one who gives their heart. Therefore, one lives in constant fear that perhaps they will not be able to get the next dosage of love. And you've often noticed that when you tell this story to people about why you don't believe in love, they look at you with sadness in their eyes. What they must understand, though, is that you're not a bad person. You don't believe the world to be a bad place. And you're not a sad person. Not believing in love doesn't even make you feel sadness. Quite the opposite, actually. You are compassionate, and you do the things you need to do to share that compassion with the world. You volunteer for those organizations that need your assistance. But none of this proves that love exists, and you know that it doesn't. And you felt this way for a while. And this morning, as you're sitting on this park bench watching this beautiful sunrise, it's no exception. When suddenly, you spot something across the park. This person you see is also holding a cup of coffee and appears to be feeling pretty good, same as you. You notice that this person waves at you, so you wave back, give them a wave and a little smile. And you decide that you're feeling pretty social, so you decide to stand up and walk over and introduce yourself to this person. There's no reason why two people can't enjoy a beautiful morning together, right? And as you approach, you make the observation, wow, this person is beautiful. That smile, those eyes. This person's just captured you with their physical beauty. You sit down and you begin to chat about the morning. Suddenly this person tells you, you want to know something about me? Something I've never told anyone else. Finding yourself intrigued, you say, well, sure. We've only just now met, and I'm not a person to judge, so sure, feel free to share. Well, they say, I don't believe in love. Hardly believing your luck, you let them know that you too don't believe in love. In between the two of you, you begin to share your stories of why. This person shares with you first. Well, they say, I got married very young, you see. I felt I was in love, and I had this illusion, all these hopes and dreams that I knew we would one day achieve together. I was devoted. I helped take care of the children. I helped to keep my home, a beautiful place. My spouse had their career, which was wonderful, but then their image within that career began to become more important than even me or the children. Before long, we both began to realize that neither of us truly loved the other, yet we stayed together for the sake of the children. Eventually, however, the children moved out onto out onto their own, and there was no respect left. There was no kindness. Nothing left within our relationship, and we realized that there was no longer any reason for us to stay together. And this person tells you, I now know that even if I were to find someone else, it's going to be the same, because you see, love just doesn't exist. And you can hardly believe your luck for having met such a person. There is finally someone out there who believes the way that you do, someone who gets it, and someone who gets you. Before long, you and this person begin to eagerly meet each other at the park. You're both looking forward to it. Both looking forward to enjoying each other's company every morning. Those park visits turn into dinner and get-togethers outside of the park. You find that you enjoy being around this person more than you've ever enjoyed being around anyone else. One day even, you find yourself out of town and you catch yourself thinking about this other person. And you say to yourself, maybe what I feel for this person is love. But this is so different than anything I've ever felt before. I'm not responsible for them. I don't take anything from them. I don't have the need for them to take care of me. I don't blame this person for my difficulties. We have the best time together. We enjoy each other. I respect the way they think, the way they feel. I don't feel jealous when they are with other people. perhaps, just perhaps you think love does exist, but it's not what everyone thinks love is. You eventually realize you cannot get back home to talk to this person and to let them know about this weird idea you've just had, that maybe love does exist. So you get home and you begin to share it with them, and they look at you and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm so happy to hear you say this because I was thinking and feeling the same exact way. But I was afraid to say anything to you because I know you don't believe in love." So you two decide, hey, let's become lovers. So you become lovers and you choose to live together. You both bask on a daily basis in how amazing it all is. You support each other. You respect each other. And each day your love only grows a little or a lot, stronger and stronger each and every day. Even the most simple things in life make your heart sing because you're both just so happy in this love. One day, you find your heart so full and so bursting with love that you notice a miracle happens. You find yourself looking up at the stars, and you find the most beautiful star in the sky. You find that your love is so big that most beautiful star begins to come down from the sky and land directly in your hands. Then a second miracle happens. Your soul begins to merge with that star, and you are so immensely happy that you can hardly wait to go to your partner and put that star in their hands to prove your love. As soon as you do, you look into their eyes and you suddenly see doubt. This love is overwhelming, and in that moment, the star falls from their hands and breaks into 1,000,000 small pieces. One day you're 10, 20, perhaps even 40 years older, and you're walking around swearing once again that love does not exist. The other person that was once your partner is sitting at home waiting for you and shedding a tear for the paradise that they once held in their hands, but for one moment of doubt let go. For this is the story about you and how you didn't believe in love. Now back to true reality, back to right here and right now in this moment. I ask you, what went wrong? Does anybody know? Anybody know to themselves what went wrong? The mistake was on your part for thinking you could give your partner your happiness. The star was your happiness, and your mistake was that you put your happiness in the hands of your partner. You put your happiness in the hands of someone else. You gave it away because, you see, happiness isn't found out there somewhere. It's not found from something or someone outside of ourselves. You were once happy with your partner because of the love that was coming from within, out of you, but it was in here. Your partner was also happy because of the love that was radiating from within them and coming outside of themselves. And as soon as you made your partner responsible for your happiness, they broke the star because they could not be responsible for your happiness. No matter how much your partner loved you, they could never make you happy because they could never know what was truly on your mind. They could never know what your true expectations were because they could not truly know your dreams. You see, if you take your happiness and you put it into the hands of another, sooner or later they're going to break it. Once you give your happiness to another, they can always take it away. So I wanted to share something out of our book, The Mastery of Love by Don Miguel Ruiz, where he says, if you take your happiness and put it in someone else's hands, sooner or later, she is going to break it. If you give your happiness to someone else, she can always take it away. Then if happiness can only come from inside of you and is the result of your love, you are responsible for your happiness. We can never make anyone responsible for our own happiness. But when we go to the church to get married, the first thing we do is exchange rings. We put our star in each other's hands, expecting that she is going to make you happy and you are going to make her happy. It doesn't matter how much you love someone, you are never going to be what that person wants you to be. That is the mistake most of us make right from the beginning. We base our happiness on our partner, and it doesn't work that way. We make all those promises that we cannot keep, and we set ourselves up to fail. So you see, your happiness is yours and yours alone, and that's what I want you to take with you today. It's what I invite you to take with you today. It's not something we can ask someone else to be responsible for, nor can we truly be responsible for the happiness of someone else. And this isn't just romantic relationships, these are all relationships with family, parents, siblings, friends. It applies to all relationships. Our happiness is not something tangible that we can hold and give away because it radiates from in here. The moment you even try to give it away, it is no longer yours. You have just given it away. So today I invite you to hold onto your own happiness, to take responsibility for your own, that happiness that radiates from in here. Because that's a happiness, that's something that nobody else can ever take away, for it is yours and yours alone. So we continue our journey on the mastery of love next Sunday. And namaste, everyone. And now I am going to invite Steve Roberts, our board president, up. He's going to give a little bit of a board report, and then Nancy Sundahl, our treasurer, will come up to also give our treasurer's report.